Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing this show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all. Just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you fail in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please, let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you'd like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And welcome. And hopefully you're off to a running start, or at least a walking start, or at least if you're in a vertical position. Unfortunately, as we age, those things take on new meaning. As I'm sure most of you know, I'm a pharmacist, and I've been around the block, so to speak, a whole bunch of them, since I am now 85 years old. And I say that in a proud way, not in a sympathetic way. I've had some fun experiences when I check out at some of the grocery stores. And if I buy an alcoholic beverage, they want my identification. And I look at them as seriously as is possible. And they ask for the driver's license. And just the other day, this young clerk looks at my driver's license and says, "Hey, this guy's 85 years old, wow." And they all started applauding. How many people out there like you, possibly, who are younger, have had someone applaud because of your age? But in all practical matters, aging today is probably the best time in our civilization that I am aware of. I'm not a great historian, but look at all of the advances we've had, and the opportunity as you age is to see what great progress our civilization indeed has made. Unfortunately, we do have also the downside, not only on a personal basis, you're not able to do things as well as you did before, and also because there are so many more people on the planet than ever before, we have a lot of these really weird figures in our society that we never thought existed. But fortunately, we're clipping along quite well. And the way to look at life, as I titled the show, Bright Side of Aging, is the fact that we are indeed able to see such marvelous things. Who would have thought 20 years ago or so that you could sit on the couch and have a remote control controlling your TV or Alexa, where you just verbalize, "Alexa, do this, do that," all technology-wise. And also, like from our sponsors, like Cruz Hearing, and I am proud to tell you he's probably one of the best audiologists I've come across, and I've been around the healthcare field, as I mentioned, for quite a while. And he offers free hearing type of testing, has 2 offices. In fact, he has 3 offices. If you're interested for a free evaluation, plus some of the phenomenal type of technology that he has, it's available initially for your free evaluation. He'll even work with you, as he calls it, a driver's test. You can test out the hearing aid for a week or so, and if it's not to your liking, you return it. But what's really terrific is that, let's face it, one thing that we're fortunate enough is telephones. Yes, Alexander Graham Bell. See, I'm almost old enough to have met him, but I didn't. But truth of it is that it's called a caption phone. You don't have to change your phone number or anything. In fact, you can keep your regular phone, and on another plug, you can plug this in. It's available to you for free if you're 65 and over and have any hearing impairment. Let's face it, as we age, we don't get out as much as we'd like to and meet in person with people that are close in their lives. So why not use the telephone? But if you're not able to hear so well, it's very frustrating for both you and whoever you're calling. This is a caption phone. Just like on the TV, where you have the option that if you can't hear it so well, you have it. And most TVs have that caption option where it writes out what the performers are talking about. You can do this with your own phone It's free to you if you're 65 or over and do have slight hearing loss. All you got to do is call 888-489-8980. I'm a firm believer in self-promotion, so bear with me. The reason I do this show is so that I have a chance to share the experiences that I have incurred myself, and any time I get a challenge of something that I feel should be improved, by golly, I don't keep my mouth shut. And I strongly encourage you as well, that if you see something that doesn't seem right, say something, but say it to someone who can do something about it. I get frustrated when I hear that commercial. If you see something, say something. Well, saying something to your next door neighbor is not going to do too much. Unless he's a policeman or in a government type position to do something. Say something to somebody that can do something about it. And I give out my toll-free number, 888-489-8980. I do it many times because I really enjoy helping people. And I don't mind telling you that the calls I get many times really are so interesting that I find that I learn just from the questions I get asked. And there are a few things that I'd like to share with you in terms of some of the issues that come up as you age. The one common denominator that of all the calls I get are people that are in their home and they're not quite sure what to do as to make things different. It's not just an empty nester, like they have an empty house, so, which is bigger than the nest the last time I checked. So if you are in a situation where you're looking for things to make sure that as you age, you don't realize that you have so many situations that really are not safe for you. For example, your vision obviously is not as good as it used to be. And of course, you want to be in touch with an ophthalmologist on a routine basis. I go in about every 6 months to my ophthalmologist because I've got some slight situations of eye pressure in the eyes. If it really gets severe, it's glaucoma. And glaucoma, they say, is the hidden killer of vision. You don't feel it, but what happens is just like your body reacts in a negative way as far as high blood pressure, well, you've got the same similar situation with your eyes. The pressure gets too high, some of the veins connecting to the eye are not functioning, and many times people actually go blind only because they didn't catch it in time. Good news is we have new drugs which actually help in reducing the pressure in your eye. And that's why I do this show, to alert you for simple things. As far as your home is concerned, one of our sponsors, House Calls on Wheels, will come out to your home and do a walkthrough, as they call it, and identify things that you don't really think about. For example, do you have lights in areas where you'll be walking, like, especially if you go have a basement and you're going downstairs? Are the steps carpeted, or have any sort of safety material? Or what about carbon monoxide testing signal? or a smoke alarm. And by the way, for free, and most fire departments have it available, there's what's called a file of life. Picture a little packet about the size of a business card. It's magnet covered so you can attach it to your refrigerator. And in there you keep your vital signs, who your doctors are, who they'll call an emergency, and it's free. Just put it on your refrigerator, and they have a sticker that you can put right on your door, so in the event that you do fall or have a bad medical situation, right on the door, whoever the ambulance service is alerted that, hey, they have all the information in that file packet. Again, call 888-489-8980, 24 hours a day. And I try to make sure that if I don't have the answer, I know who does, and I can put them in touch with you. I've got a couple of other thoughts I'd like to share with you after our brief break. So please, don't go away. We're going to be right back. When it's time to don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. Family run for over 88 years, Friends Hardware has remained family owned and operated. Friends Hardware is one of a kind. You'll find the newest products offered on TV at very competitive prices. You'll also find safety products, grab bars for bathrooms, battery-operated light switches, remote control devices that you can turn your lamps on or any electrical device. You don't have to run out there anymore. Just press the button. Better yet, just visit Friends Hardware, located on Main Street and 11.5 Mile Road. They're open every day. If you wish to call, it's 248-544-8111. That's 248-544-8111. Better yet, just visit 11.5 Mile Road and Main Street, Friends Hardware. And if you missed the offer there before in our previous radio commercial about a cookbook, we can make a cookbook from Bob Allison's Treasure of Cookbooks. I was so actually grateful to talk about Bright Side of Aging. I had the privilege of working here on the station right after Bob's show, Ask Your Neighbor, and he had a tremendous following. He and his son did a phenomenal job on sharing household tips, and recipes were a big part of the program. And he only promoted recipes that people had personally prepared and got favorable type of feedback, so to speak. But I have a few of those books still available, and they're free. And if you just pay for the mailing charges, Anything above the mailing charges we donate to the Rotary Club or Optimist Club that I belong to. He was a lifelong Rotarian who was honored by it, and I want to carry that message on. So if you're looking for some great recipes for free, by all means, call us on our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. As I mentioned before, by the way, that I'm a pharmacist, and I can tell you firsthand how many of my patients ended up in hospitals only because they didn't take their medication properly. You can Google this if you want to check me out, but believe it or not, there's anywhere between 20 to 30% of patients in hospitals right now only because they didn't take their medications on a timely basis. So I said to myself, what do I do about that? And I encourage you, by the way, when, as I mentioned before, see something, say something to someone that can do something about it. If you see such a situation, give us a call at 888-489-8980. We have quite a few different options on how we can help you or a friend or a loved one that you want to help in being in their own home, by way of just reminding them to take their medication. We have a talking clock that will actually remind you to take your medication. But even better is that for just $1 a day, we work with volunteers who will call you or your friend every day for just $1 a day. You can get one of these talking clocks that remind you about your medication, and they can double check whether indeed you took your medication or whether you have new symptoms. And because of house calls on wheels, where we have doctors and nurses and physical therapists and pharmacists, that we can help you and stay in your own home. And if you stay in your own home, like I mentioned, make sure that you have someone that's a professional that looks out for you. One of my pet peeves, as you probably are aware, is that the elderly people, many times even from the medications they take, have dizzy spells and they fall. And guess what? The most common place that people fall is in a bathroom. And have you ever thought about it? That most bathroom doors open pushing the door inward, and most bathrooms are not that big, so if a person falls, many times they fall with their body holding the door. So you're trying to get in to help them, and they're blocking their body, or the door, that you can't get in. Hello? Why not have the hinges so that the door pulls out, or you can have what's called a double-hinged door, and this is not expensive to where you can't afford it. I'll tell you one thing, it certainly beats the heck out of having to get into an ambulance and having to go through the whole rigmarole of a hospital stay that you didn't even have to be there. So these are simple approaches. If indeed you want a free inspection of your home, all we ask is that you cover the cost of getting out there, and we purposely try to stay within the Oakland, Macomb, Wayne area, county area, and it's like $25. They come in and they identify what you should consider. It's inexcusable that if you don't have railings on your stairs, ideally have them of both sides. What about a simple thing like at Friend's Hardware? For under $10, they've got these self-contained battery-operated light switches that you can actually attach to any wall or carry as a flashlight, so that if the lighting isn't quite right, you can have it corrected. And your kitchen is the other area of problems. For affordable prices, and we work only with people that we've checked out that are reasonable in their pricing. They have financing type programs whereby if your cabinets are higher than are comfortable to reach, I got bad news for you. The cabinets will stay in the same place, but you, as you age, believe it or not, start shrinking. And I laugh about it because the other option is crying, which is not as good. I am not making this up. I know personally. I used to be 5'7.5". I ain't there anymore. But as I like to say, the ABCs of positive aging is A stands for accept and adapt to what you have. B is to balance your life. Suddenly things have changed. I belong to the Rotary Club and the Optimist Club, so that I'm in touch with other seniors. First Wednesday of each month, we're going to be possibly meeting the second Wednesday as of next month. Call us at 888-489-8980 at the Caustic Center, 11 Mile in Middlebelt. We started a new friends group. These are seniors. We get together once a month, right after lunch. In fact, they have lunch there at a reasonable price. Likewise, if your nearby senior center serves lunch, why not initiate a new friends group where you get together with other seniors and discuss your daily activities, your challenges, fun stuff that you found. We have to have, like we have the A for the acceptance, B for balancing, C is connection. Stay connected. Call a friend who you haven't heard from, and make it a daily ritual to call people that have been in your life that you haven't talked to. The human voice is incredible in terms of connecting. But even most important is if you can meet person to person. I'm not suggesting any particular religion, but any house of faith that you are near or believe in could definitely benefit by your connecting with your congregation. Hey, that's another C. Why not meet with some of your fellow congregants? Most of you, I am sure, may wave to people that you see on when the religious services come on, but you really don't know anything about them. Why not have coffee, which is a C? So stay connected, and I've got some great thoughts for our next visit, because we have to leave this one with my favorite parting thought, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.